Yo, I'm TDub,
And I'm Melissa.
and we are about to review.
Game of Thrones, Season 8, Episode 1.
Oh, yeah. All right, so, Melissa, some things that I wanted to talk about are things that stood out or top WTF moments. And to me, one of them was the wall, the whole layout, how they changed the layout to show the path of the Night King with the wall, with the dragon bust through it, and where he's actually going. Did you notice that?
Yeah. He's coming up on Winterfell, so they hit all of the castles, like Castle Black, all those, they've already been ransacked. So I don't know if this episode, the next episode, because we didn't get into any battle, obviously, it's the first episode. So it's basically just, old characters that haven't seen each other maybe since the first season,
Right.
like Arya, Jon. We had a lot of reunions, and it definitely mirrored the first episode of season 1. There was, everything but a wedding, I guess you could say, or not a wedding, but, it seems like with each season there's a wedding, that the king, something happens with the
Right.
king, you know what I mean? There's like these main things that are going to happen. So I don't know what's going to happen last episode, but I really and really, really enjoyed all the, characters meeting again.
What do you think about the relationship, the first encounter of Sansa Stark and Khaleesi?
Well,
Danny.
I'm Team Danny, Team Khaleesi. But Sansa, I think she's learning to play the game. She learned from the best. It did mirror again, like I said, it mirrored it when Ned Stark said to Robert Baratheon, Winterfell is yours, your grace. Like there was attitude for sure. I don't think
Yes.
she's here at all.
Okay, well, there was a lot of attitude. But you know what I really liked was when Bran was like, listen, cut that shit out. We don't have time for it. The Night King is through the wall, and he's coming. So you can play who got the biggest stick later.
Right? Absolutely. There definitely needed to be somebody there that's like, let's get on. There's more important shit to worry about than, technically who wins the Game of Thrones.
Right.
Sorry. That's my Khaleesi. Sorry.
Oh, and guys, just like we said, please, you see me right here. This is TDub TV. Go to me, subscribe, and how can they find you?
They can find me under YouTube, under Miss Moore.
Look up Miss Moore. And guys, please subscribe to both of us. We are going to give you this energy, this passion, the thrill that's going to break you down. Let's get it. All right, so what else maybe stood out to you? Top moments that like, oh, I liked it. Oh, I was expecting this or expecting that.
I'm going to say top, I don't know if it's my very favorite. Yeah, it's probably my favorite. When Jon rode Rhaegal.
Woo, that was nice.
I think the CGI was amazing. And then not only that, but just that warmth, that he got to get on that dragon, like, it's part of who he is.
That was dope. I called it. I said, listen, because ever since we found out, who his mom was and who his dad was, that there was some point that he was going to ride a dragon. And I am predicting, this is a prediction, that we are going to get an air battle with Jon Snow and the Night King. It's going to go down, and I can't wait.
You think so?
Oh, it's going to happen. Listen, he's not riding a dragon for nothing. He's not.
Right.
Khaleesi has one. Jon Snow has one. And there may be something that's going to happen to where Jon Snow has to take flight and have to fight. Take flight? Because that's why the dragon ran right up to him. The dragon can smell the blood through him. It can smell it. It knows. And even when he was kissing Danny at the end, even though, the dragon was looking at him, but it wasn't like a scare look. It was almost like maybe a belong or I recognize you type of look because he can tell who Jon Snow really is.
Yeah.
Just my thoughts.
Yeah. Well, in the books, like the dragons, they're genderless. So, you don't know who if they're female or male. And I guess, I don't remember what the term is, but you know what I mean? They can hatch dragons. And I'm wondering if, that may happen because the dragons do mirror their riders. So,
Well, I didn't know that. And
You know?
can I ask you a question?
What's that?
What is that behind you?
This would be the lovely map of Westeros.
Is that not awesome, guys? Look at that. You talk about going all out. That is going all out. And I know at one point she showed me, guy, bona fide. They may or may not be real. I don't know yet. But she has some dragon eggs. So
I can't. I'm not allowed to say whether they're real or not. You know.
okay. I like that. I like that.
Imagination. But question, I just got a big ass question. Where the hell is Ghost? Where is John's direwolf?
I don't know. You know what? I was thinking about that because when I went back and watched, episode 1 and 2, and when they first all got the pumps, I don't know. We know where Arya's is. Hers is leading the pack now. We saw that because she ran into hers again, and good thing I recognized her. But I have no idea where John. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either.
But I'm telling you, I believe we're going to see him.
Oh well, we'll have to because the most magical beings in the story all have red eyes. The werewood trees have red eyes. Ghost has red eyes. Drogon has red eyes. The priests, that are under the R'hllor, they all have red eyes in the books, which means they are magical. So I'm excited. I hope they all gang up. I hope it becomes like one huge wolf pack. Nymeria and all the wolves she's got behind her.
That'd be nice if they can. Oh my gosh! Because I was saying, what? If the Night King really wanted to, maybe he could just blow through them. Because remember, they can turn animals, into what they are. They can turn them. So what if everything they just run into, if they wanted to? Well, obviously they're not. Every bear, every deer, everything they run into and kill, they can make it become a White Walker. But I don't think they want to go that far. But I think what you said would be nice. If we can get them wolf packs to where it's a big old brawl and out of nowhere, it's not people coming, but it's a whole wolf pack coming to actually help him with the brawl. There's only so many episodes, and I'm telling you, I get chill bumps right now. I get chill bumps on how good my mind think it could get. And I think it's going to live up to it.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm sure people noticed that nobody saw Melisandre, but that's because she's over getting in the books, there's 1,000 red priests and priestesses. So I think that's why she told Varys in the last episode last season that she had to die in that strange land just as well as him. Mm-hmm. So I think she's going to play a pretty pivotal part, I believe. I really do.
Do you believe that Cersei put a hit out on Jaime?
He sure did.
Do you think that what was his name? Was it
Bran?
Bran?
No, that's not his name.
Not Bran. It's like Braun.
Rainforest. Yes, Braun.
Do you think because him and Jaime has been like cool, saving each other lives? Do you think he would actually be able to do it? And that's the same crossbow, I believe, or looks like the same one that Tyrion killed his father while he was on the shitter. Do you believe that he would actually do it or not?
I don't know. I mean, Game of Thrones is famous for making you want something and then giving you something that you thought you didn't want, but it furthers along the plot. So, he wants that castle, he wants money. Yeah. He was a Sith Lord when Tyrion met him. So he not only has a bond with Jaime, he also has a bond with Tyrion. So he's going to have to take out the people that have put him where he is. I mean, technically Cersei did, but had he not, been involved with them, right, he would have gotten it from Cersei. So I don't know. I hope not. But he's the only person that can say he shot a dragon.
Yeah, he was bragging about that when he had them like 3 or 4 or 5 whores. And that brings me to a funny point because when the whores got up and the guy was like, it's a shame she's going to be dead in like I can't remember what he said, like within a year. Because she got chicken pox or something. He's like, which one? Like, because he was just fooling around. He want to make sure that the one that wasn't on top of him going to give him chicken pox. And he died. I thought that was pretty funny.
I know which one made me really cringe, that I felt so uncomfortable, when Danny met Samuel Tarly. And she was with Jorah Mormont. And she went and saw him, which he is the one who healed Jorah Mormont of grayscale. And, you know, he seemed pretty happy to meet her. And then she's like, surprise, I killed your dad and your brother. You know, she wasn't shitty about it, but that's not a good, like, first time meeting.
No, I agree. To me, she didn't, even though I know why she had to do it, but she didn't seem any type of sympathetic. She almost had like a little smirk on her face. Like, I think she was pretty cold-blooded. I think she could have been like, you know, I had to, I hope you understand, but they was going against what we had to do. She was pretty much like, nope, I killed your dad. Well, at least my brother let me back home. Nope, I killed him too. He's still with the dad. And that's why Samuel was pissed when he went to Jon Snow and broke the news. Bran told him, you have to tell him, you have to tell him. And that brings us to Jon Snow knows who he really is. Does he? I don't know. This is complete prediction on our part. Does he reveal it to Dany, or does he try to keep it a secret for a little while? At least we know it's going to come out. But does he reveal it quick, or does he keep it a secret for the next episode?
Well, the storyline, like his character arc, has always been, you know, getting these titles and these responsibilities that he really didn't want it, or he didn't want. He went, you know, and became part of the Watch because, you know, he wanted to follow his Uncle Benjen and be respected because he was a bastard. So then he became, you know, the commander of the Night's Watch, very young. And then he was the, you know, the king in the north, and now he's getting this thrown on him. It's a lot of, you know, responsibility, and that seems to be his thing. So I don't think he wants to be king at all. I don't think he wants any of it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out maybe by someone else. I don't know if he'll tell Dany.
You know what? Just coming to my head, one thing that might make him have to reveal it. What if some kind of way that he walks through fire and she wonders, how come the fire didn't burn you? And he may be forced to tell her that I found out that my dad was actually this person. Something is going to have to come out to where he's going to have to reveal it. But
I thought she would have caught it with the dragon thing, but you got to remember, there's no other, you know, Targaryens around for her to know these things, like, or how, you know, that they can, yes, pick it up through their blood, just looking at them, smelling them and stuff. I don't know, but I know the walking through the fire thing, her being able to do that, it's because it was a sacrifice. If you realize each time that she was the unburnt, someone died for it. She gave up life for it. That's how she hatched the dragons. People have been trying to hatch them for years.
But you know what? I kind of thought way back in the beginning when she first found out that she was going to kind of be married off. Remember when she walked into that scalding hot water and the woman warned her that it's too hot. But she walked in then and just sat like it was nothing. I mean, maybe she had something in her that her brother, obviously her brother didn't have it because he got torched. But maybe it's something special about her where she can tolerate it because she's in boiling water and just...
I mean, the writer, George R.R. Martin, said that she's not fire resistant. You know
she's not?
No, the only reason she made it through them is because she was sacrificing. When she did it with Drogo, her husband, Khal Drogo, she killed the witch at the same time. Right. She burned the witch for, you know, killing him and killing her child. So there was a sacrifice each time. And when she killed all the Khals, you know, all in one big swoop with all that fire, she walked out of that, but I definitely think it's because there was a sacrifice.
See, guys, that's why I talk to Miss Moore, you see? Inside information. If you ain't smashing a like right now, you ain't smashing a like. Right, guys? Please smash a like. I encourage you to please subscribe to Miss Moore channel. This video is going to be uploaded on both of our channels. So please go to both of them and hit the like and the notification bell. So whenever we go live or just put out a video, you'll be the first to feast on it. I know we appreciate it. So will you. Anything else? What about, I'm just going to skip to the end a little bit. I know we're going to go back. But that look, when Jamie rode in, couldn't see who it was, took his hood off, and he turned around, it's Jamie. And then he looked right at Bran, who's looking at him like, you're the guy that pushed me. Now, Bran is not the same Bran anymore. We know that. He's the one-eyed raven. But I still believe he still has some human in him, because he's looking at Jamie like, and Jamie looked at him ever since he pushed him like, what are your thoughts about that?
I think Bran, the human side of him, has left the building. It's gone. I think any resemblance of Bran is gone. I think he knows, because he's downloaded basically everything off of the Werewoods. He knows all of history, he knows the future, and he knows what's going on in here and now. I think he knows that Jamie had to, he had to have fallen and done that to be able, I think, to become the Three-Eyed Raven.
Otherwise, it never became.
It had to happen, yeah. So I don't think he's angry with Jamie at all. At all. That's why he said, I'm waiting for an old friend. Which, by the way, his ass was out there for a long time. I mean, it looked like he'd been sitting out in that forever waiting for Jamie from the last time someone said, you know what I mean?
Because maybe Jamie maybe have a very important part that we don't know about now. Another good part I thought was when Theon Greyjoy, finally found his balls.
Yes,
even though he doesn't have them, but he found at least a pair of kahunas to go in and save his sister, and then she headbutts his ass to the floor, but then they bond, So yeah. I thought that was great.
Yeah, that made me happy, because I was thinking that he wasn't maybe going to be able to get to her.
Right.
I really thought that he would either chicken out or, he's a sick dude. Like, they don't make it out as bad in the show as he is in real life, or in the books in real life, but in the books, he's really very manipulative, and he's awful. Like, the reason they say that, he cut the tongues out of all of the people on his ships. That's why silence or something like that. You can't talk. He's crazy. He's sadistic. I think he might be the one that actually takes Cersei out.
And there was another moment talking about Cersei where, he got in that bedroom and Cersei gave it up.
I know.
And he said that I'm going to put a baby in there. And to me, that's one part why Jamie can't come back now. Because he's there now. So Jamie, Jamie's, even though everybody knows the secret that's out there, there's still some kind of way of secret is that Jamie's sleeping with his sister Cersei. But if he comes back, there's no way he's going to be okay with her sleeping with this new guy. Somebody would have to die, and he can't come back. Probably why.
Yeah, sorry. I think he's seen a side of Cersei that he hasn't been able to see his whole life. I think when he, Olenna Tyrell, I think she kind of clued him into everything. And he loves Cersei. He'll always love her. It's his twin sister. You know what I mean?
Make it nastier.
Yeah, he's realized she's off her rocker. She's completely, officially lost her shit. And I can't say I wouldn't either, but I wouldn't be blowing whole shits up and killing innocent people. But she's lost it. And back in those times of these books, or and pretend, the women were sold basically. You didn't get to pick who you married when you're in a like that in a wealthy family with a legacy that they want to hold up. I mean, she was married off to Robert Baratheon, and he never loved her ever the entire time. You know what I mean? He hit her, all kinds of stuff. So I couldn't imagine. And then to lose all three of your children.
But that goes back to what that witch told her when she was a kid.
Maggie the Frog, yep.
Told her in the beginning what she was going to have, what they wasn't going to be. Like, you know what? And I was going back trying to rewatch that part. I'm not sure how I missed it again. But I remember from watching the first time to that witch told her that you're going to have 3 kids and none of them bitches going to be royalty.
Yeah. What she said, gold will be their crowns and gold will be their shrouds, and which means they were all going to have blonde hair and they would all die. And no parent wants to think about their kid dying, before them. But there was things that she said that they didn't really add into the show, and that's why she believed it, but she didn't believe it until her kids started dying. But the last one, Tommy, that was her fault that he jumped out the tower. That's her fault.
Yeah.
He killed her son in all reality,
Let me ask you one off topic. Who do you really like? The one person that you really couldn't stand that you wanted to see something happen to, and then if it happened to them, I'm assuming that you wanted to and they did die. What, maybe even two people that you were like, yeah, it's about time. Yes, I feel whole again.
Joffrey? I couldn't wait for them to kill that. And Ramsay. That was once the...
Those are my two, yes. Yep, Joffrey and Ramsay.
Sansa, I like that. I like what she did. I think Sansa's going to be a big player in the end of all of this. I really do.
Yeah, it's only so many episodes.
So she gets on my nerve.
She's different. If you look at them, they're all different. Arya, she's very different now. She's not a little girl trying to be a tomboy anymore. She is a weapon. She is the many-faced gods. And to me, I wonder, has that part actually left her? Are they going to actually come back or not? But I do believe she's going to be, in these next few episodes, she's going to change a lot of faces and going to impact everything a lot. There's only so many episodes, and we're going to get so much at one time, and it's going to be, the next episode starts tomorrow.
Yep, make sure everybody watches it, because we're going to be back here talking about it.
We're going to be back, and what should they do? If they don't want to miss us, miss more, if they want to see this chemistry grow into something, hit this like, smash it. All right, what else you got? Give me some, throw some at me. I'm ready for it.
So much. I was really impressed. I was impressed, because usually the first episode of a season, it's kind of just setting everything up, and nothing really big crazy happened. And not that anything big or crazy happened, but it went well. You know what I mean? It wasn't slow. I feel like they got a lot of information in. Let me just say, shout out to their costume department. Their costumes are banging. Like, they're awesome. They're phenomenal. The best they've been, I think. I think they did a really good job. I'm very excited. I'm super excited. Did you see how big the dragons are?
Huge. Maybe an understatement. And I love, like you said, about the flying part, the detail, and seeing exactly them up close, the encounter. It didn't look fake. It looked good. And I'm telling you, for a TV show that's not theater, they have done a remarkable job. And I like it. Like, prediction for the next episode tomorrow? What do you think?
I don't know. I think they'll show us. There's definitely going to be more. I think we're going to see Sansa and Khaleesi bumping heads. They kind of, teased that in the trailer for this coming. And I think that Arya and Sansa are going to play this game of faces with Khaleesi and see if they can trust her. Like, they know that their grandfather and their uncle were killed by her father, the Mad King. So, and she's known this her whole life. So she's got to, she's going to be judged for her family's choices. And I'm not sure that the North are going to fully accept her. I think Jon he's much more accepting. When Samwell Tarly asked him, are you with her, for the cause, or are you with her because you love her, and I don't know. I think Jon's a little bit drunk in love. I really do.
He may be, but either way, it's for a good cause, because without her army, they don't stand a chance against the White Walker. The Night King will come through there and blow through Winterfell like it was a spring breeze. It will be over. So I think really, once someone really see, even though we have seen the White Walkers because we watched the show, a lot of them have not. Jon has, Dany has, a lot of Sansa never seen one. But when they actually see it and realize the level of this threat, all that bullshit going to be out the window.
Yeah.
And I predict we didn't see no Night King the first episode. I believe we're going to see some Night King. Not sure how much, but I believe his presence will be seen and felt in tomorrow's episode.
Yeah, I think at the very end of the episode, we'll see, you know what I mean, that what they showed in the trailers of the is coming up, up on Winterfell. I mean, I worry. I mean, because the whole book is basically about, you know, George R. R. Martin says it's about the conflict of the human heart, and all the characters are great characters. You know, not many of them are completely evil or completely good. You know, everybody's kind of got good and bad to them. And I'm wondering, you know, here we're supposed to be thinking the Night King is complete evil and, you know, he wants to kill everything and destroy everything. And I wonder if they're gonna do like a switcheroo on us. Like, what if the Night King turns out to be, you know, the one that brings everybody together?
I don't know that, because remember, the Night King is still the Night King, and you have to be dead to join his army. I don't know. But
I think he's coming back to claim something. I mean, there's a reason he's coming back after all these years. I wonder if it has something to do with the sacrifice. I really do. I think that they're going to they forgot. You know, Winterfell, the North says the North remembers, but I don't think they do. That's why there always has to be a Stark in Winterfell. I think they're supposed to be, you know, they're supposed to sacrifice something every so often to keep them at bay, because you can't kill him. I don't think you can kill the Night King.
What about, remember, I know we can kill, you know, his followers, but remember, they made that huge, which was another good WTF moment, that axe out of the dragon glass.
Yeah.
I wonder if I know that's going to kill a lot of the White Walkers, but can that actually kill the Night King? Something has to be able to kill him.
I don't think that's going to kill him. I don't think he can be killed. I don't think he can. I think that the only thing they can do, which is what they did with they say that it was the last heroes and blah, 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 but there had to have been a pact made, because he's like a force of nature is what he is.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he can turn everything dead back, and he's already been stabbed with obsidian, the dragon glass. There's a piece in his chest. So it's got to be something. I don't think you can beat him. I think that's why John, I mean, he's arguably the best swordsman on the show right now.
But to me, it's something they have to. It's something. We don't know. It is going to be revealed. But guys, listen. We are giving you our thoughts. Remember, the comment section is always open for you to give us your thoughts. Let us know, what do you think about the show? What's going to happen next? What you agree and what you possibly disagree with. All right, so I know we're getting pretty close. Remember, guys, subscribe to both of us. Miss Moore, you want to get them any final words on what do you think, predictions, or whatever about tomorrow's episode of Game of Thrones?
I definitely want to encourage everybody to leave a question or a comment, and we enjoy those, and plus it'll give us some things to talk about. I'm very excited. I'm super duper stoked. I've been waiting. What has it been, 2 years? We've been waiting for this season? 2 years? I'm like, come on, man. So I'm excited. I think they did really good with episode 1, so I cannot wait to see what kind of shit is going to happen tomorrow.
Well, it's going to be good. And there you have it, guys. Your boy TDub and
Melissa.
This is our first episode, and more to come. Subscribe now. Talk to you later.
Thanks.
You are natural.